NBA superstar Luka Doncic is saying goodbye to Dallas and hello to Lakers fans after a weekend trade that is shaking up the league. Late Saturday, the Lakers acquired Doncic. The five-time All-NBA player led the Mavericks to the NBA's finals last season.
2 months ago, it felt like the entire NBA world froze. News broke that Luka Donic, one of the league's brightest superstars, had been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. Most people laughed this rumor off when it first surfaced. After all, who in their right mind would ship out a generational talent that just led Dallas to back-to-back deep playoff runs? But it happened, and it happened fast. Ever since that day, the Lakers have become the talk of the league. Whispers of backroom deals, silent drama, and tension with Dallas's front office only added more chaos to the story. Some said Luka had friction with Kyrie Irving. Others claimed Dallas had given up after stalling on contract negotiations. Then there were rumors that Anthony Davis himself wasn't thrilled with how the front office handled the situation, leaving LA fans worried about locker room harmony. Suddenly, the Lakers were no longer in the middle of the pack. They had a new identity, and it all revolved around the man wearing number 77. Today, we're diving straight into this wild tale. We'll expose the controversies behind the trade, analyze Luka's mind-blowing impact on the Lakers, and discover just how a once-undrafted Austin Reeves quietly evolved into a star that might be the best third option in the league. No staged intros or fancy transitions, just the raw story of a trio that might just rewrite NBA history. Before we talk about the Lakers' sudden resurgence, we have to address the elephant in the room: why Dallas traded Luka Donic in the first place.
I think a few factors. He's going to be super max eligible coming up in this upcoming summer. And we have seen Luka Doncic over the last few years deal with injuries. There's been a lot made about his conditioning. But at the end of the day, he is Luka Doncic. This is clearly something that they feel Anthony Davis is better suited for this team to win a championship.
He was their face of the franchise. He was young, unstoppable, and beloved by Mavs fans. Yet rumors began swirling in January, right before the trade deadline, that something felt off behind the scenes. Some pointed to friction with Kyrie Irving. Apparently, both needed the ball in their hands, and the tension was becoming unmanageable. Others alleged that the front office was frustrated by Luka's demands for more roster upgrades. There were even whispers that his representation and the Mavericks' upper management clashed over contract details that included the potential for a player option he wanted in year 3. When the smoke finally cleared, the trade was official. Luka Donic to the Lakers in a deal so massive it's still referred to as the craziest trade in NBA history. Suddenly, we had glimpses of the new Lakers jersey with Donic's name across the back, and speculation exploded. Could this experiment really work? Was there enough room in LA's offense for Luka's ball-dominant style alongside LeBron James? Despite the hype, many believed this move was destined to fail. The last time the Lakers tried stacking multiple superstars, it didn't end well. But from day one, the electricity in Staples Center, still known by many fans by its older name, was undeniable. Fans rushed out to buy Donic jerseys. Debates broke out on sports talk shows. And in the middle of all this noise, another story was quietly brewing. Austin Reeves, an undrafted player with an underdog spirit, was poised to seize a bigger role than anyone expected. From the moment Luka landed in Los Angeles, it was clear his game would translate to any uniform. But nobody expected his numbers to jump quite like they did. Over his first few weeks in purple and gold, he averaged a near triple-double, hovering around 26.8 points, 8.4 rebounds, and 7.9 assists per game. Those stats are impressive, but then he kicked it up another notch in March, crossing the 30-point per game threshold and sinking threes at a 40% clip. It was a statement. He might have left Dallas, but his production had only skyrocketed. Luka isn't just about the raw points. It's how he controls the floor. He runs the pick and roll like a savant, waiting for the slightest defensive miscue. If the defense crowds him, he whips a pass to the corner for a wide-open triple. If they hesitate, he's driving into the paint for an easy floater. Throw more than one defender at him, and he'll dissect the help with a backdoor find. There's an inevitability to his style that's almost unfair. He slows the game to his pace, dictating every rotation and forcing opponents to guess what's coming next. At the same time, his shot creation is lethal. The signature step-back three that tormented teams in Dallas is very much alive. He'll lure defenders to sleep, then flick a step back from well beyond the arc without breaking a sweat. Analysts often talk about the unstoppable moves certain players have. Kareem's skyhook, Dirk's fadeaway, Harden's step back. Luka's version deserves to be on that list, and it's making the Lakers downright terrifying. He's the engine of LA's revamped offense, and everything flows around him. Of course, some folks wonder if he's stepping on LeBron's toes, but the early returns show the exact opposite. LeBron has praised Luka's court vision and quick decision-making, remarking more than once that he sees the floor in ways that make life easier for everyone. If there was any tension, it's nowhere to be found on the court. Their two-man game looks fluid, occasionally reminiscent of LeBron's partnership with Kyrie in Cleveland. Only this time, the roles are reversed. Luka is more of the primary initiator, and LeBron chooses his spots. Amid all the hoopla surrounding Luka's arrival, Austin Reeves quietly made an even louder statement. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more inspiring underdog story in the NBA. Reeves went undrafted, signed a two-way contract, and only after a month or two did he earn a full roster spot. Lakers fans saw something in him early. Hustle, playmaking, a well-rounded skill set. But no one guessed he'd turn into a nightly 20-point threat. This season, Reeves has posted career highs across the board, sometimes nearing 30 points on nights when LeBron sat out. He's an efficient scorer, sinking jumpers off the catch, darting into the lane for layups, and even orchestrating the offense when needed. In games without LeBron, his stat line exploded. 28.4 points, 8.7 assists, and 6.7 rebounds. Numbers you'd expect from an established all-star. Suddenly, the question isn't just, how does Reeves fit next to LeBron? It's, how does Reeves, who could be a star in his own right, share touches with LeBron and Luka? Every time people doubt him, he's proven he deserves an even larger role. The synergy is there, too. Luka's presence draws defenders away, opening easier lanes for Reeves to attack. Meanwhile, LeBron can watch Reeves handle a few possessions, preserving his energy to pick apart mismatches when the time is right. Outside commentators have started calling Reeves the best third option in basketball. Sure, that might spark debate. Fans point to Norman Powell on the Clippers or Desmond Bane in Memphis, but it's hard to argue with Reeves' production and how naturally he slots in as a complementary piece. He's got a smooth stroke from three, decent handles to make plays, and a willingness to fill gaps that many third options lack. Skeptics said the hype would fade once the scouting report caught up. Yet here we are, a couple of months later, and Reeves keeps adding to his highlight reel. When you combine three potent offensive weapons, there's always a risk that the team's chemistry collapses under the weight of having too many mouths to feed. But so far, the Lakers' new core looks more like a well-oiled machine than a chaotic free-for-all. LeBron might be 39, but he's still capable of 25-8-8 whenever he wants. Luka is unstoppable in the pick-and-roll or isolation. Reeves is flexible, able to knock down spot-up shots or create his own look off the bounce. Teams can't double-team all three. If they send pressure at Luka, Reeves and LeBron feast on open jumpers or easy drives. If they focus on shutting down LeBron in the post, Luka's dropping pinpoint passes to guys cutting backdoor. If a defense tries to blanket both stars, Reeves quietly racks up 25 points. It's the definition of pick your poison, and we're watching them refine this approach with each passing game. When it's clicking, the offense is unstoppable. Off the court, rumors float around about how they handle such powerful personalities. LeBron is used to being the alpha. Luka was the unquestioned center of gravity in Dallas. Reeves, though quieter, is making a name for himself and might soon want bigger endorsement deals, star-level touches, and the recognition that comes with being an NBA standout. Yet each player insists that winning is the only priority. Sources close to the team suggest there's real mutual respect here. They say Luka and Reeves spend extra time after practice, working on pocket passes and small nuances of spacing. Meanwhile, LeBron has embraced the chance to let a younger star carry the creative load. He's also been pushing Reeves to expand his shot profile and confidence. If there's friction brewing, it's not showing up on the hardwood. They're racking up notable victories, including a 134-127 thriller over the Grizzlies, where LeBron, Luka, and Reaves each dropped at least 25 points and 5 assists. According to league statisticians, that trio made NBA history that night as the first set of teammates to record at least 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and multiple made threes in the same game. Talk about immediate synergy. Despite the hype, defense remains the biggest question mark. Back when the Lakers had Anthony Davis manning the paint, they leaned heavily on his rim protection to anchor the entire scheme. Now, with Davis gone, or playing a reduced role in another city, depending on which rumor you believe, everyone wonders whether Luka, LeBron, and Reaves can survive on the defensive end. None of them have the reputation of being a lockdown defender, and critics argue that a 39-year-old LeBron can't cover as much ground as he once did. Interestingly, the team's defensive rating has actually improved since the trade. They jumped from 18th in the league to around 12th, a surprising stat that has many analysts scratching their heads. How did swapping a perennial shot blocker for an offensively oriented star like Luka result in better defense? The answer seems to be a combination of better effort and more cohesive team schemes. Sometimes the best defense is a locked-in offense that forces opponents into tough shots or quick transitions. If you're constantly scoring, you can set your half-court defense and avoid chaotic back-and-forth sequences. Still, the cracks are there. Luka's lateral quickness isn't going to magically improve, and any team with shifty guards will target him or Reaves in high pick-and-rolls. You can already see glimpses of opposing coaches salivating over the possibility of pulling them into isolations. While LeBron can still body up bigger players, he's not a spry chasing smaller guards around screens anymore. And Reaves, for all his high IQ play, is only in his 3rd year, a prime target for experienced ball handlers who know how to draw fouls. Playoff basketball is a different beast. Teams are relentless about exploiting weaknesses, and over a 7-game series, even small flaws can become huge. Nobody expects the Lakers to morph into the late 90s Bulls on defense, but they might not need to. J.J. Redick, the Lakers assistant coach who once theorized how a faster-paced style could transform the team, says they're focusing on incremental improvements, mixing up defensive looks, employing more zone coverage at times, and making sure their closeouts are sharp. The blueprint is to get enough stops to let that potent offense do its thing. 2 months ago, this scenario seemed like a fantasy. Luka Donic donning the purple and gold, turning the Lakers into a juggernaut with LeBron James, while Austin Reeves carved out a star role for himself. Today, it's a reality, and the results are more electrifying than anyone imagined. From Luka's unstoppable scoring and playmaking to Reeves' newfound stardom, the Lakers have transformed into a genuine threat. Maybe not a perfect team, but one that's changing the league's balance of power. What's next for the Lakers? Could they become the new dynasty if they hold this core together? Are we seeing the moment LeBron gracefully transitions the reins to Luka, paving the way for a new era in Los Angeles? And most importantly, is Austin Reeves, this underdog turned rising star, really the best third option in the league? Or is he destined for an even bigger spotlight soon? Time will tell, and the NBA world is hooked. In the meantime, share your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. Are you convinced that Luka, LeBron, and Reeves can bring a title back to LA? Do you think the defense is too big a hurdle? Let's keep the debate rolling. If this season has shown anything, it's that when Luka and LeBron put their heads together, a lot of people around the league start getting nervous. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more in-depth NBA breakdowns. And hey, if you still doubt that Austin Reeves can stand shoulder to shoulder with the league's elite third options, keep an eye on the Lakers' next few games. He might just surprise you again.